What up, Brendan? A good morning, Andrew. I understand that there's a happy birthday to be extended. Happy birthday, my friend. Hope you're having a good one. Wow. The amount of zip that just pops back with. Next level. What up, Rob? Came for the Wraith, stayed for the birthday. Yeah, a little birthday party action in here. We're all gonna sing in the chat, right? 37 years young. Just coming into your prime. What do you guys think the prime age is? Gotta be like 30, 30 to like 33 to 50? Is 50 still prime? Five's not the prime age. You're still peeing the bed. Like you could say like your young 20s, but it's not. You're still stupid. Happiest in your 40s, so like, and I think a lot of it probably depends on how well you take care of yourself, right? Because you can start to decay pretty quick in your 40s. And if that's the case, then you're probably going to say your low 30s was your prime. But I think your 30s when you just start to realize a lot of things about, I don't know, just life. You figure a lot of things out, right? I think you're still in your prime, even physically, athletically, in your 30s. But 30s, you're still doing a lot. 40s, I think you got it figured out. Hopefully you got that student loan off your back, and you can kind of start to enjoy some things in life too, after figuring it out too. What are we slinging? We are slinging the Wraith again. That's all we're slinging. I feel like my arm's getting buff slinging this thing. It's not heavy yo-yo, but it plays a little bit heavier than I'm used to. I wore a dark shirt today. Get you guys some. Oh, look at that. The shutter speed's off. It's not giving you the nice creamy blue. Lighting's a bit off too. It's a little bit yellowed. It's not yellow. I hit some dad goals last night, folks. My son, we're getting ready for bed, and he had a present wrapped up in construction paper for me. So wrapped up in blue construction paper. It said dad on it. Pop that baby open. He made me a little friendship bracelet. That's a dad win right there, huh? Pipe cleaner, a few beads, but That's a win. That's a big old win. If you know, you know. Oak, oak. You got that baby displayed in your office? It hits you right in the feels when your kids take the time to make you something or draw you something. It's not something you're gonna understand until you have kids of your own. It's basically the same as a G2 mail day. That's my new advertising slogan. You know that feeling when your kids make you a Christmas present? It's that kind of feeling, but a G2 mail day. It's not going to show you, but the purple that these spin is really nice. Kinda. We'll get you on film later, but you get a little more blue in the cup, the way the anodizing works out, but the catch zones are very purple heavy. The cup has a little more clear too, which leads to that blue. Yeah, there's, I mean, your kids, you are their everything, right? And that's hard to remember. Here's your little comparison shot of the blasted versus the polished on the Unicorn Storm. I don't know. Thinking about them kids makes you feel guilty when you're doing something else then too. Because you are all they got. At least when they're younger, right? it is. That's pretty solid, Rob. Oak. No, no. Might be onto something there. Gotta keep it tight. Oh. It's almost bittersweet here coming to the end of the Wraith testing. Bitter part is I gotta label the boxes. This is the last day of Wraith testing. I do days of box stickering, but I don't think that's going to be quite as fun. I don't think I've been to an Olive Garden in years. I don't know. I don't really... Once I had multiple kids, those days were behind us for the most part. We will do the Mexican. The kids will eat chips and salsa and cheese dip. And usually one order of the chicken nuggets or chicken tenders will cover all three. And it's fast. That's key. The food comes out fast. Sometimes some breakfast, but really don't do the out to eat. Yeah, I'll try to have the extras as soon as I get the final counts. I can list the extras, and then I can get everything out together. Once I get the invoices sent, I can get out the extras and the pre-orders all in the same wave. Man, what up, girlfriend? How you doing? What up, Swizzy? Hey, you drop a load? No? Okay. What's next trick on the menu? I think it should probably be Yuki Slack, so I gave up on both those tricks at the same time. You sure you didn't drop a load? You're hanging, you're sagging. Just a big pee, huh? Okay, I'll let you marinate for a minute. What you want? A popsicle? You wanna listen to Barbie Girl? Okay. Yeah, I figure Yuki Slack and branding were like the same like 2-week session 10, 12 years ago that I 14 years ago I went to learn and they confused me, so I didn't, and then I never tried to learn them again, so maybe we'll go Yuki Slack. And of course the way that Yuki was a what's the nicest way to say beep wad to toilet circle. So I don't know if I should learn it at all or not. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift? Okay. Come back here so you can show everybody your dance. Right here. And look this way at the camera. Okay, go. Yeah, you skipped to something else, sweetheart. Could you imagine being Phil for that story? If you don't know the story, we'll tell the story. Worlds. Holy cow. The first Worlds in Cleveland, maybe? Phil Jenkins went up to Yuki, and he had just learned Yuki Slack. So he said, "Oh, I'm so excited, I just learned Yuki Slack." And Yuki told him, "Oh, you're just 10 years late." And that was the end of their conversation. I don't have a good comparison because it's not like, I don't know, it'd be like if you're a skateboarder and you just learned kickflip and you told whoever made kickflip, "Hey, I just learned kickflip." And they're like, "Oh, you're just 15 years late." And then that's it. Well, you were my favorite yo-yoer until you did that to me. See you, Rob. Have a good day. One at a time. Good. Ah, Seth, just 10 years too late, man. I mean, you came this late to the party? Why'd you even come? What you want up? Black on black G2 shirt you have on. You want the alt logo? Not the actual G2. I don't know if black on black's tough. What about dark gray? Whoa, there's a table there, Oki. I wasn't that mean to Jon Snowy. I told Jon Snowy to say hi in the live stream so we could have a discussion. And I could understand his point of view on why he was willing to go out of his way to make that comment. When I mean, my assumption is that he just is younger, doesn't have a job, and can't afford a G2 right now. I got a Wraith shirt on the way for you. I don't know if I did white or gray ink. I think I did gray ink. But I want to see the quality of the shirts. If the quality of the shirt's nice, I'll probably do a standalone G2 logo on a black shirt. We'll see what color ink. Good morning. What up, Gates? Uh-oh. That's your reasoning for everyone. They're young and dumb. I mean, for most of the time, that's my excuse for a lot of things I've done when I was young and dumb. I'm still just a little less young and dumb. I need a shirt model for the website to list them. The Wraith and Loadout were both pre-orders, right? Praying for extras of each. They were both pre-orders. They can both. They weren't set up that they are pre-orders only, so there might be runs of them down the road, especially of the Loadout. The Wraith, I know for a fact we're gonna have a lot of extras gates. They have tested better than any yo-yo I've done before. The B grade percent has been lower than anything I've done. The jackpot is not going to be a shipment. Jackpot, the only way the jackpot ends up being a shipment is down the road if once I have multiple 5-year anniversary protos, get permission from the owner, the 5-year anniversary of that person, and I'll list them as like we'll put together 3 or 4 of those protos and have the shipment. So the shipment members can pick which design they'd like to have for 1 month of a shipment. So there won't be like a month that gets the jackpot. This was a prototype for somebody after 5 years of shipments. But down the road, once we have multiple 5 years, I might allow for that style shipment where everybody picks one of the designs that they want as a shipment. Hopefully that makes sense. Did you hit your arm on there? What'd you do? But right now the jackpot's just off to Jason and just a giveaway. But we definitely have Wraiths. They've tested amazingly. Then loadouts will be coming. I haven't tested them yet to know if there's extras. This is the, I'm probably just going to call it the Rainbow Unicorn. This is the Unicorn Faded Splash with the blasted rainbow rims. This is a perfect example because it shows the variation you can get on the rainbow rims between the differences in those halves. You can get the blue greeny style, pink, all the way over to the yellow, pink, orange, gold. Even on the rims, you get the green side, and this side is a much more pink side. Wow, I was talking too much about how smooth they've been. Right after all that chat, we got a glitch, I think. I don't have all of the colors right here with me to show them off. We're just testing these unicorns, rainbow unicorns, and the other one we did was the pre-order color of the Unicorn Storm. This one's blasted rims. There's also the polished rims. Swizzy, you like the color? You seem like a mutated solid. A muted, not mutated. A muted solid. Which I didn't really do. Do 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 do. The Mile High version turned out really nice. That was the little snazzy colorway, because it's like the Snozberries red yellow acid wash, and then the blue rims. But then they got their logo engraved on it. So anybody that ordered little snozzies. The rainbow rims really shine, I think, spinning. It's still, the shutter speed's a little bit too quick. It's not quite giving you the true tone here. Can I adjust it? No, I can't get to it. There's black ones with the logos engraved. There is the little snazzy. The Lucid Dreams, which is like a teal with rainbow rims. There's the Silver Assassin, which is clear with raw rims. There is the, well, we don't have a name for it yet because it came out a little more orange than I wanted, the Cherry Bomb Swirls, which is the reddish base, black rims. and then swirl engravings. That'd be a way to go, huh? Got myself right there in the gut on stream with the dental tool, trying to catch the yo-yo half I dropped. Oh, what the is wrong with me? What up, John? I don't think I have insurance. Horizon Swirl is what I'm leaning with off the top of my head, but I'm gonna consult with ChatGPT and see what else pops up. I got life insurance, that's it. So if something goes down, I better croak. See you, Gates. Have a good day at work. IUL? I don't know. I only have term life insurance. It didn't make sense to have long time life insurance. So it was like a 20 years, so I got 17 years left for a milli. Maybe half a milli. Diamond Blend's gotten too popular, so I can barely even use it myself because I can't get it even close to in stock enough. Yeah, I don't have that. I just have the just term life insurance. It's like 250 or 300 a year, 20 years. If I die in those 20 years, the kids get the well, my wife gets the I don't remember how much it is, but It's not set up for the retirement or anything else. It's just to cover until the house is paid off, basically. These will not ship with Diamond Blend. I don't even have that many swirls, unfortunately. Can't produce enough of them, so you gotta let them go into the wild. You can't keep them here in the office. I'm not sure what the TISS will have, because pre-orders are usually larger runs, and I just can't get volume of Diamond Blend. So I'm in the slow process of making my own bulk string. So hopefully at one point we'll get switched over to that, and then Diamond Blend will just be in the store for that like homebrew option. But I'm trying to get a bulk poly nylon mix. I think most of the bulk, if not all the bulk right now, is all just poly. So basically be a step down from Diamond Blend, but it would still have a mixture. Alright, let's try not to stab ourselves this time. John Snowy, if you're in here, youngin', fill that Wraith as soon as you start working. So, Diamond Blend is a special formula that Jeremy from Zipline helped me make. So he makes it all. And that's where the holdup is, that Jeremy's a one man. He makes his own stuff for Zipline, and he can only allot so much time for me. Right now we're on the 200 to 250 Diamond Blend per month, and that's all I can get. So that's the issue, is because it doesn't make sense for him to increase the Diamond Blend production and take away from one of his strings over here that he's selling on his site. To make more Diamond Blend. So in theory, I could take the Diamond Blend formula to a bulk process. It probably would not quite be as good as Jeremy's the QC, just because of the consistency that Jeremy has is something you don't get with the bulk strings. I don't know. I'd have to talk more in depth with Jeremy about that and probably buy the formula from him, unless he knows he has enough sales in his other string that if he switches that manufacturing time from Diamond Blend to something else, that he's not going to lose revenue. He'd actually increase revenue by selling more direct than selling to me. But I would still rather have the diamond blend from him available as well. I mean, 40 made good string. The issue is with string making, it becomes a real job if you want to, like, actually make some money with it, because then it turns into, okay, I have to commit this amount of time to just sitting here making string. Where it's fun for a little bit, making a small batch in different colors, and it's cool. But then if you actually want to make some money at it, it is a legitimate job. You didn't like spool thread? I liked it. But I like thicker string for the most part. I don't think I'll find anything as much as I like diamond blend, but that was also, I mean, made strictly to what I like in a string, so it wasn't really made for me to, wasn't worried about selling it. It was kind of a make a string that specifically I like, and if other people like it, fine. Beautiful. So what I'm doing there is sometimes the pads didn't get pressed down nicely. So you have to go through and find the corner that's sticking up just a little bit, hitting the string, and push it down. Beef, I saw you in the throwers discard, the Discord defending me. I appreciate you. It was funny that the two examples of somebody complaining about vibe was on the Teflon yo-yo that specifically said, like in the disclaimer, this yo-yo is going to have some vibe issues. The material leads it to itself. This is not going to be a perfectly smooth yo-yo. And then the second one was the OC, which is like a, not a, specifically a G2 yo-yo. But also, I don't know who that person was, but I'd be surprised if that OC had more than the minimal vibe. I think they were just talking trash to talk trash. What are you doing? Throwers is an interesting bunch. All those OCs were smooth. They were all tested. I had a testing crew in the garage. I can't say that I tested all of those because I didn't, but they were all tested. But that yo-yo was like, holy cow. 8 years ago. Blame Phil on the one that went out not smooth. He came over and helped me test those. I mean, I don't know. My guess is 16, 17, somewhere in there, right? Yeah, I'll blame it on Phil. Phil, PJ, Tom from Throws and Brews, and Josh Proke. The OC testing squad. It was funny, I couldn't get PJ to leave.
Car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120? Nope. Try $38 a month.
The hot dog eating contest is on YouTube between me and Phil. I don't know if I'd call it a contest. That was domination. You put it in the trash. You do it. I'm gonna put this up because you kind of got it messed up and wet now. And it's Maddie's. Yeah. I mean, he ate like half the hot dog, so after the contest is over, you do what you gotta do. Well, it was Maddie's birthday. She got it for her birthday. Your birthday's in October. It was for Maddie's birthday. No, she got it for Maddie's birthday. Maddie's birthday. That's for Maddie's birthday too. You can put it right here under the trash. What up, Rich? Welcome to the show. Where you going? You're out of here, right? That sock? You might have got that sock for your birthday. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. You want me to put it on? Okay, you got it. Good girl. North Carolina. Oh, that's nice. Is the whole family going with you? We were just at Lake Norman for a day, kinda. Like a day and a half. Thanks for getting that mini out so quickly. You're welcome. That little mini FOV. Your mom's knocking? No, your mom can just walk in. She's not knocking. Your sister? Well, your mom would be with your sister, so she not knocking. You taking them golf clubs or what? Lake Norman. I don't know what part of North Carolina that is. But, yeah. Wilmington, home of the one and only Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Not yet. Soon. She's not knocking. I promise you. The house we stayed in was built specifically for rentals, so it was pretty cool. It's weird to see houses like it's a big lake house and then the rooms are all set up as in a way to have multi beds, you know what I mean? And then so it was cold, like, but it was nice out, like low 70s, but the pool was freezing and the 6-year-old still jumped in. You want help? But the house had like a movie theater. That was pretty fun. Pool table. They got kayaks right on the lake. Did you fall? What's wrong with spotted bass? worse than the bind knot. Average Throwers Club. That's what you do. You put together average tricks and it looks nice. Oh, I don't really... We did try to go fishing off the dock with no luck, but just my 6-year-old and, well, now 5-year-old. Not any real know-how. We're more of bluegill sunfish fishers. We're more of catchers, not fishermen. That comes in. You know, I kind of always wondered that with tournament fishing, like how much of it was just kind of luck? Did you hit the hot spot that day? This is kind of the opposite of a raw wraith. This is the, I'm going to call it rainbow unicorn, I think. Unicorn splash. So it's a pink to blue faded splash with blasted rainbow rims. As for the monthlies or pre-orders, these are one of the monthly options. You ought to get to that meeting. Wraith's a good one. A lot of people are going to enjoy this one. I think it's much more of a coverall than, well, I mean, the grunt has been a huge hit, a lot more than I kind of expected with a little bit smaller size. This I expect to check a box for everybody. The shamrocks are awesome, aren't they? If you guys didn't see the Shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day, I didn't call them combats because the name didn't quite ring that a bell that great, but I just called them the Shamrocks. But it's really kind of something that you've never seen comparable. I posted the video, I think, in Discord. He sent me a video. Hey, do you want to just keep these green and green? They look pretty good. And I can save you some money. But we wanted that clear in there. The Wraith is definitely a competitive base yo-yo. And, I mean, competitive can be taken however you want to take it. But it is a very stable, very rim-weighted, powerful yo-yo. It doesn't necessarily mean you gotta compete or do competitive tricks with it. It's just what gets lumped into that styling is more rim weighted, more stable, and more momentum, so that it can carry its plane and speed through tricks. A lot of it is carrying that plane through tricks, not getting off plane if your hands aren't perfect. Carrying momentum. But I'm not a competitive player and I really like it. I think the regular B22 is more of like your, I think it hits the box for your average yo-yoer. It's good enough, it's going to handle everything. It doesn't carry its momentum through tricks if you're really trying to learn a new trick. But overall, I like the agility of it and the springiness. The AL7 version is what Mike was going to use to compete. He's got these in the mail. I think he's going to switch to this or the loadout. The AL7 version has more rim weight, not from the material change, but from the design change, and it's competitive enough. But this is on another level than the AL7 B22 as far as stability and rim weight and momentum. I would say it's an upgrade from your Valhalla. It plays like your Valhalla, but even more so. Competitive, more powerful and polished, kind of. Doesn't quite have, like, the Valhalla kind of has like a little kickback and drag. This doesn't have that, I don't feel like. Are there going to be extras? There's going to be extra race, yep. We'll get them listed. It kind of just depends on what my weekend looks like. We got a big tea party this Sunday. So we'll see if the house is ready for the tea party and whatnot. But everything is now tested. This is the last one to test. So you'll see the claims up on Patreon for their 2 colorways, those extras on Patreon, and then the extras of the other colorways to Discord. And then invoices will start going out. Brush your face? These aren't going to hit the mail until end of next week would be the earliest. I'm going to try and get as many of them out together as possible. So I'm going to give everybody time to pay their invoices. And I have the hardest task, which is labeling the boxes. Rich, I'm lucky that you enjoyed your first G2 experience. Imagine if that person sent you a B grade that was vibey, and you just wrote off G2. You're like, oh, this is average. Never made your way to the Discord. never would have seen the light. Alright guys, we're going to power down the stream. We've got all the Wraiths tested. So that'll be fun. I'll get a video of all the colorways. We'll get the Patreon claim posted up. I'm excited for you guys to play these. We're glad to have you, Rich. I think it's pretty cool that somebody came back in and just to hop right into club and not I don't know, not be worried about. I think we're a pretty open group, which helps. But then to just hop back into club and just pop right in like you've been there for years, it's cool. Club next week, guys. If you're in here, come to club. It's fun. We hang out, we talk yo-yos, we chill. We're gonna tone down the buttering Jake up. No more of that. Makes me feel uncomfortable. You're bleeding? What'd you do? I think that's my cue to go. I'll catch you guys in the next